These are edible worms, one of the most bizarre and unappetizing food to look at. But believe it or not, these are also among the most sought after foods in some parts of Nigeria. Today, I'll be traveling to a place where I saw this while filming in Akwa Ibom State. My mission is simple: to hear the backstory behind the eating of these insect worms.
There is even another stage known as Inok.
Watch the people prepare it and also join in eating it.
Am I supposed to swallow this and spit that?
But first, what are these worms? Palm grubs, also known as edible worms and so many other native names, are the larval stage of the palm weevils. These worms serve as a source of food to people all over the world, especially in South America, Asia, and in Africa.
I like to call it the food that was hijacked from the elders by the young ones.
Young generation.
Exactly. In Akwa Ibom, people are always smiling, people are always happy. This is one of the food that actually brings about happiness, especially amongst the young generation, the younger generation.
The palm grubs, like the name implies, are gotten from palm trees.
In fact, the process of getting these is very tedious. You cannot just walk into the bush and then you see it. You have to hunt for this. We used to go hunting. If you are the one who discovered it, you even have a beta share. I would call it the lion share.
Okay.
Exactly. So you hunt for this because you actually get these from a palm tree that is no longer producing palm wine. So it means the palm fruit or the palm tree must have already been tapped. So the palm wine is the palm fruit is there and it's now dry completely, and then you have some wood inside. You know, the soft that's what they call it, for the lack of a better word, I just call it soft wood inside. And this is basically what these they feed on. So they feed on that wood, and then you see it's dry, and if you touch it, there's a particular sound
that you hear,
like, then you know exactly. So the hunters, they know the sound, and when you tap on the palm tree, you hear the sound, right? And then you cut it down. And there are specific techniques.
I always thought that this was the only form these edible worms come in, but that is actually not the case. My coming to Akwa Ibom State introduced me to another form of these edible worms known as Mkpurikpu, which are slightly bigger and arguably taste better.
This is the second stage, Mkpurikpu, and then you now have the Inok. All right, and then there is
Inok.
Yeah, exactly. That one is super big, and so from here you can actually develop wings and start to fly. Actually, there are other stages actually that I can't really think of at the moment, but it goes through a lot of stages of transformation. But the last stage is actually that Inok. Yeah, or you can basically call it Inok for short.
Palm grubs are generally eaten because they are believed to possess massive nutritional values. These nutritional values has elevated these worms to a level where they compete with other forms of meat like beef and chicken.
So there are lots of benefits of eating this thing, medicinal benefits actually. The elders, they eat it because of the medicinal benefits of this, exactly. So for example, it's a high source of protein.
Okay.
In quantums, in huge quantity actually.
It's a meat. It's meat now.
It's meat.
So it's supposed to have protein.
Yeah, but it's a special kind of meat actually. Exactly.
It's meat.
The method of cooking these worms depend on the people who want to eat it. While the Asians and South Americans mostly stir-fry these worms, Nigerians mostly roast or grill them. But now I'll be introduced to a new method of preparing it that I've not seen before. And mind you, I'm here to eat the bigger form of the edible worms, which are said to be arguably more delicious than the smaller ones.
And because of the African creativity, there are so many ways of preparing this. And one of the ways is basically making it as pepper soup. Exactly. Okay. They can also roast it. They can just burn it. Right, this is the casual manner of eating it. You can just take it, exactly, raw salt, pepper, and then you basically just roast it. Exactly, roast it. You can eat, people burn it like raw and they eat it. Some people actually eat it raw. So basically, the most popular way of eating these is actually the pepper soup version of it, because it tastes really, really gratifying. Right, so that's it. It is not a replacement for meat. It's actually another form of or another source of protein, and it's really, really healthy. Yes.
All right, guys. So it's time for us to go and see how the people of Akwa Ibom State prepare this Mkpurikpu, and I will be tasting it, and I will tell you how it tastes. But in the meantime, I would like you to drop a comment. Tell me what your people call this in your local dialect. Let's go.
After getting the Mkpurikpu from the pantry, the first step is to wash them very well. Then a slight cut is made on the abdomen so as to empty its contents. These are mostly ingested rotten wood. The cleaned Mkpurikpu are now prepared in form of a pepper soup using salt, pepper and pepper soup spice. They mixed everything together, added some water and cooked it for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, scent leaves were chopped and added to the pepper soup, and just like that, the Mkpurikpu pepper soup was ready.
So guys, here you have the prepared Mkpurikpu. Okay, so this is how it looks. This was prepared like in a pepper soup, the way you cook your pepper soup with normal cow and goat meat.
Yes.
This is how they prepare this one.
So you call it Mkpurikpu pepper soup.
Okay, Mkpurikpu. Okay,
like say goat meat pepper soup.
Okay, Mkpurikpu pepper soup.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, actually, I think Igbo people call this eruru.
Eruru.
Then some call it, like in Imo State, some people call it apamko, like something that lives in the palm tree.
In Ibibio, that's an abomination.
I don't know what it is.
But let's not go there. Let's not go
Alright,
there.
so let me taste this thing and know. I don't want to. You notice that I didn't want to take one plate. I just want to like taste from this one to know if I will actually like it.
Okay. So that's the moment of truth.
Yeah. So first, let me start with just
the water.
Okay, just the water first.
Yeah. Try the juice.
Let's try it. Okay. Spicy, nice pepper soup. It's just pepper soup. Okay, but let me know if I will like it. I'm taking the smaller one. I can't see smallest. I want the smallest one.
I go for something big. You're a big man. Yeah, you have a big body.
First taste, you don't have to go for big one. That's a secret. So don't go for big one. Anything I've not eaten before. If you want to taste it, go for the smallest one. So
say don't go for the big one.
Okay, yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
So guys, let's taste this.
But say, you know I'm ordered. You know I'm ordered.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't like it, you love it.
No, it's actually
nice.
When you look at this thing when it's alive, it's very soft. It looks soft. If you touch it, it feels soft. But after cooking it, it's thick and rubbery, like when you are eating rubber.
Yeah, it has a very strong outer scale, right? So it serves as a protective mechanism.
Am I supposed to swallow this or spit it out?
No, actually, some people they spit it out, but actually you're supposed to swallow it, right? Because the back actually contains the medicine you need.
Okay, medicine.
Yeah.
Okay, let me wash it down.
Yeah, wash it down. Yeah, wash it down. All right, wash it down. But then don't overdo it at the same time.
Okay. I've swallowed it. So guys, so when you see this when it's alive, it's soft, very soft. So you will feel like when you cook it, it's going to maintain that softness. No, the texture in the mouth, it feels like rubber when you are biting into rubber. And then when you succeed in biting through it to the inside, it has a gooey substance inside it. I think that is the butter you are talking about.
Yeah, like butter.
So do I like this? I wouldn't say I hate it. Will I eat it again? I can, if it's to save my life. Will I crave it? No, I will not crave it. So, but that doesn't mean, or that doesn't take away the fact that those eating it know why they eat it, and they know why they enjoy it. Okay, so the sauce, that's the pepper soup, is very nice. This on itself, what it represents, nice. Okay, I wouldn't eat it for enjoyment. I can eat it for the protein content and for the medicinal value, but to tell me to eat this thing because I want to enjoy myself, no. Okay, so can you eat the pepper soup with yam or rice?
There you go. As a matter of fact, you can even try with fufu. You can walk the water. It's going to be like some sort of like.
How can you eat fufu, yes, pepper soup and fufu?
Have you tasted Ghanaian soup before? Is it?
The one that is oily.
Don't go there. So guys, here you have it. The Mkpurikpu, you said it's a Mkpurikpu pepper soup.
Look, wise people don't talk while eating. Okay. Mkpurikpu pepper soup.
Okay, so here you have the Mkpurikpu pepper soup in Akwa Ibom State. If you love this video, like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, eat to live while I live to eat. I am Mr. Epic, and I will see you on the next video.
You see.
All right.